Flooding in Spain, the water surges through the streets, swallowing cars whole. Nature's force is undeniable, a reminder of the power we often overlook. A landslide, a torrent of earth and debris crashing down, taking everything in its path. This truck is overcoming strong water currents, a truly impressive challenge. This scene reminds us that safety is the most important thing. Always be careful when moving through dangerous areas. More devastating floods, entire buildings are submerged. The raw power of the water is terrifying and a stark warning about the unpredictable nature of these events. Hail pummels a garden, the intensity is remarkable. Nature's fury unleashed with brutal efficiency. Heavy snowfall transforms a neighborhood into a winter wonderland. Eruptions from this volcano seem to occur once every 200 years, and the last summit eruption occurred in 1949. A reminder that nature's power can be both destructive and awe-inspiring. Flooding in Argentina, roads are inundated, traffic severely impacted. More hail, this time viewed from above, nature's relentless onslaught. The poster in the window is stark contrast to the chaos unfolding just outside. Massive waves pound the shore. The relentless force of the ocean is a constant reminder of its power. Istanbul, a city at risk, with a population exceeding 15 million.
Potential damage is the city of Istanbul.
A vehicle struggling in the snow. The challenges of winter driving are clear, but some seem to be more prepared than others.
kilometers southwest of Bismarck.
A daring rescue,
Apart from the
a
drivers,
helicopter lowers a cable to pull up a smaller helicopter. A skier narrowly avoids a colossal snow mass hurtling down a hillside, a close call with nature's fury. A crane collapses at the port of Felixstowe, an unexpected and dramatic event. A dust cloud rolls through town. The wind howls, trees bend before the force. Flooding in Malaysia, a car submerged to
that
its
can
roof.
accommodate over 2 million people, he said.
A
Given the
dust storm
severity of the
engulfs
situation,
a UNESCO-protected site, the Golden Fort, partially obscured.
UNESCO-protected cultural
A natural rock formation carved by the sea, a beautiful testament to nature's artistry.
a natural miracle, a gift from God.
Controlled demolition.
This is
A mining
common method for
operation
mining
blasts
hard rock.
away a section of rock. Controlled chaos. A tornado touches down in Florida. The sheer power is breathtaking. A house and trees swaying violently during a Florida storm. The power of a storm can be seen in its destructive path. The aftermath, destruction left behind by a powerful natural event. Waves crash over a seawall
Peru,
in
and
Ecuador,
nearly 7
a
feet in
chaotic
Ecuador.
scene. Cars
Large
slowly
waves
make
were
their
also
way through
seen
flooded
hours.
streets in Florida, the impact of flooding on
Drivers
everyday
tried
life.
to traverse the flooded intersections, slowly getting by.
A controlled
Cameras
demolition
captured some
of
of the
rock
high
in
wa-
snowy conditions, precision and power working together. A cement truck tips over, a cautionary tale for drivers. A tree bends violently in the wind during a storm. A residential area during a storm. Viewed from above, the scale of the storm is clear. Flooding in Malaysia, homes
6 roads
surrounded
in
by
Sidia
water.
district were closed, including Jalan Chalak in Kampung Lubak Panjang and
A
Jalan
truck
Kampung
struggles on a
Bukit in
dusty
Kampung.
road, the challenges of transport in harsh conditions. Powerful winds whip through a residential area. The storm continues its relentless assault. A man casually walks across a busy street, completely unfazed by traffic. A ship faces the intense power of the ocean. Nature's power is unavoidable. Heavy snow falls on a roadway at night, winter driving challenges.
It is also full of devastating
A herd of
disasters.
horses runs across a field. The raw power of nature is seen in action.
I wish I were one of those cowboys.
A machine clears snow from a city street. A tree is violently uprooted by high winds. The
One in a
destructive
billion
power of
moments in
nature is
caught on
highlighted.
camera.
A crane lifts beer bottles with amazing precision. A testament to human skill and
If you are also
ingenuity.
impressed by this sophistication, don't hesitate to share your thoughts.
Flooding in Japan, streets are covered in water. A machine lifts scrap metal. The cyclical nature of materials is highlighted. A billboard is blown down by a storm, another
I hope no one was
casualty
hurt.
of nature's
God
wrath.
bless.
A truck falls into the water. A truck trailer tips over. A skid steer flips over. A man sits on a chair in the ocean, relaxed and calm, a moment of peace
So
amidst
relaxing.
chaos. A large machine lifts scrap metal. Cars buried under snow.
Injuries.
Yeah, we'll probably
Heavy snow is expected to continue through the day, with peak rates of 2 to
Security
5
camera
centimeters an
footage
hour.
of a truck
Many
before
Elderly
and
in
after an
Humboldt County,
earthquake.
California, on Thursday, December 5th, after a magnitude 7.0 earthquake.
A dust
occurred.
storm approaches a parking lot, nature's imposing presence.
Strong winds have whipped up dust clouds across central California.
Flooding washes away debris and cars. High winds and rain lash trees and cars. Flooding in a city, cars submerged in water. More high winds and rain lash a residential area.
Hail often
A large
accompanies
alligator
severe
walks
storms
near a
with
path.
Ready to hold his breath superbly.
High waves wash away cars and debris
The spas
on a
in
beach
Santa
in
Elena have
California.
also faced a disaster. In Salinas and La Libertad, the sidewalks were closed and access to the sea was suspended. Hector de la Rosa, director of risk management in La Libertad, said that the docks and food outlets were
A river
seriously
flows
damaged.
quickly. Large chunks of ice flow
Images beyond
downriver.
Imagination.
High winds and heavy rains batter trees, knocking them to the ground. Rain falls on a lush green
Rainy
forest.
days like this are perfect for some quiet time, sitting alone, sipping a cup of warm
Large
tea
waves
or coffee.
crash against a cliff. A map tracking a ship traveling from Japan to Vladivostok.
Port,
A high-rise building collapses in a controlled demolition.
Each floor collapsed like an epic display of
Water
dominoes,
shoots high into
leaving
the air from a natural spring. Planes perform a smoke show in the
magical
sky.
smoke show from these giant birds will surely leave you in awe.
A silo is knocked down by a machine. Flooding in a shopping mall, people are trying to clear water.
From a lightning strike.
A helicopter hovers in
Why
the
does
air.
the rotor seem to be stationary?
A semi-truck crashes.
Collision. The crash report indicates a semi was eastbound on I-94 near Clearwater Township when it
seaplane lands
jackknifed it
on
into the
water.
median cables. Shortly after, a 61-year-old man driving a Honda
A truck tows a pickup truck.
Trailer. Spectacular and inspiring performance for those who love strength and endurance.
A building's roof collapses in a storm. A flash flood rushes down a
Leave a trail
riverbed.
of scorched earth in their wake.
Flags are blown down during a storm. A long highway bridge crosses the water.
Now fasten your seatbelt and let's cross the sea.
A large alligator
Venture
walks
not.
on a golf course. A large machine lifts scrap metal. A truck lowers a container into a deep hole.
Turns out that this is the way to lower a car into a deep hole.
Flooding in China.
China keeps battling with natural disasters, racking up a record-breaking number
Lightning
of damage.
strikes near a residential area.
It was terrifying when lightning struck near homes.
A massive wave crashed on the shore. Flooding in Malaysia, people are helping someone from a motorcycle. More flooding in Malaysia. Heavy snow covers a residential area. High waves flood a street. A snowplow clears a highway. A bear relaxes in a stream. Cars buried under snow.
North Dakota officials shut down an interstate highway. North Dakota
Snow piles up in front of a building.
winds above 80s. The London region appears to be done with falling snow for much of the coming week.
People rescue someone from a flooded vehicle. A massive landslide. An excavator gets stuck in the snow. Security camera footage of a truck before and after an earthquake. A dust storm approaches. Cars buried in snow.
In Superior West areas are under a winter storm warning as of Monday morning. North Shore areas,
A dog hangs its head out of a car window. Flash flooding in Malaysia, homes submerged in water.
is a reminder of the importance of disaster preparedness and the development of adequate infrastructure to prevent and mitigate the effects of natural disasters. As climate change is causing more and more
Heavy snowfall at night.
our information is a little sparse across northwestern Ontario, but I'd say the other hardest
A rocket launches.
in and around
A snowplow clears snow from a road. A building collapses during a storm. Flooding.
the Good Samaritan, Amy Bordy, saw a neighbor in need and was happy to help.
A machine is clearing debris from a street after a storm. A car drives down a dark road at night. A helicopter flies over a field. A vehicle drives through a snowy road. Ice forms on a railing. A car with a large amount of luggage drives on a highway. A person rides a scooter across a flooded bridge. A vehicle drives down a snowy road at night. People are taking cover from an earthquake in a mall. climber stands on the top of a mountain.
Standing on the top of the mountain, looking at everything from above, you will feel like you are the king of the world.
Heavy snow on a city street.
Have rules that automatically trigger an emergency when 2 or more inches of snow falls. The same is true in
Heavy snow piles up on cars.
4 inches. The suburb had collected over 5 inches by noon, the Weather Service said.
A flash flood washes over a road. Snow falls. Cicadas emerge from their shells.
Wish everyone watching the video good luck.
A cruise ship crashed into a pier.
Cable and strong currents.
Hail and rain fall on a backyard. A pattern in the sand.
Shake hands to exchange. A magical tidal net appears.
A tree falls during a storm. Hail and rain fall on a backyard. A halo appears around the sun.
This strange halo is truly a unique natural phenomenon that few people
Snow plows clear a highway.
This job is both
A gas explosion occurs inside a kitchen.
Luckily, she's okay.
A FedEx plane skids on a runway. Cars drive through a flooded street. A man casually walks across a street. Smart cars parked in a row. A grill is blown over during a storm. Hail covers a patio. A car drives through a snowy road. A woman shovels snow.
Heavy snow that pummeled much of southwestern Ontario is believed to be the cause
A
of
tree
the
is
collapse
damaged
at
by
the
a storm.
Huron County Hotel.
A person is shoveling snow. Cars parked by a flooded road. A flash flood rushes down a street. Shipping containers fall off a ship. A banana is thrown into lava.
the banana was
People walk across a bridge as a flash flood rushes below. A truck drives at night.
driving carefully not only protects yourself, but also shows respect for everyone.
A man rides a horse while drinking tea. A dust storm. A man jaywalks on a highway to retrieve a piece of scrap metal. Fish jump out of water. Lightning strikes a tree at night. A car drives on a snowy highway.
The weather weather agency said the advisory is in effect.
Tourists relax on a beach as a tornado approaches in the distance.
Tourists were lounging and swimming in the shimmering turquoise water when they suddenly saw a tornado along the dark, ominous bound.
Heavy rain on a highway. Cars are buried under snow.
Have rules that automatically trigger an emergency when 2 or more inches of snow falls. The same is true in Richfield, which has a threshold of 4 inches. The suburb
A
has
flash
posted
flood
over 5
pours
inches
from a
by
building.
noon, the Weather Service said.
A flash flood washes down a street.
Set up your tent firmly to be safe and enjoy the trip to the sea.
A landslide comes to a halt. A tornado approaches a building. A pickup truck is winched up a cliff. Flooding washes cars into a building. A car drives through a residential area after a heavy snowfall. High waves crash against a seawall.
But safety comes first.
A truck is ferried across a flooded river. People rescue jewelry from a flooded area. A vehicle drives at night. A car drives through a hailstorm. A school bus pushes a car. A pickup truck is towed. An explosion on a beach. Trees are battered by a storm. A tractor drives through a muddy field. A tractor drives down a road. A truck trailer almost tips over. Flooding in a city. A vehicle drives across a flooded street. A building is destroyed by a landslide. High waves hit a seawall. Cars are buried under snow.
Environment Canada has issued a weather advisory for parts of Ontario, saying some areas in cottage country.
Cars are surrounded by floodwaters. Cars drive through floodwaters. A flash flood inundates a neighborhood.
Ups.
Drivers help a lost dog. A tractor trailer flips on a bridge during a blizzard. Water droplets fall into a glass of water. A flash flood sweeps through a rural area. Cars buried in snow. Controlled explosion. Two ships collide. A controlled explosion in a quarry. An ominous cloud formation. A machine overturns a truck. A truck drives on a dirt road. A skier escapes an avalanche. People take cover from an earthquake in a mall. A car drives down a road. Hail falls on a road. A tornado touches down. A truck carries a long coil of razor wire. A street floods during a hailstorm. A roof is damaged by a storm. A person struggles to open a Purelator truck in heavy snow. A bridge demolition. A plane drops fire retardant on a wildfire. A car carrier nearly hits an overpass. A snowplow clears snow from a city street. A crow helps a hedgehog cross a street. A car drives through a rainstorm. A waterspout forms. A rocket launches. A building's facade is ripped off during a storm. A flash flood. A whale is transported on a truck. A machine removes snow and ice from a road. Wildfire smoke. A car flips over in the snow. A flash flood. A waterspout forms over a city. A dust storm. A car spins out on a slick road. A car is damaged by hail. A street after a natural disaster. Buildings are flooded. A landslide. A building collapses during an earthquake. A waterspout forms. A flash flood. A landslide. An excavator moves a traffic sign. A street is cracked by an earthquake. A tornado forms. A tornado sweeps through a city. An alligator walks on a path. A street floods. Hail falls on a backyard. A harvester loads grain into a truck. Heavy snow falls on a hillside. Historical footage of a city after a disaster. Flooding sweeps through a city. Flooding in a city. Boats float in a flooded area. Lightning strikes a house. Hail falls in a residential area. Hail covers a parking lot. Flooding in a city. A bus gets stuck in the snow. A dust storm. A flooded street with debris. A building is flooded. A landslide occurs. A snowplow clears a road. A pool is overflowing with water during a hailstorm. A Ferrari and a motorcycle race around a track. A supermarket is damaged by wind. Flooding washes debris against a wall. Cars are buried in snow. A car is filled with snow. A residential area is damaged by a storm. A bridge demolition.